My name is Ian Walsh. This is The Moment Money Matters. This is Masters of the Market with Michael Cohen, which is the big Friday interview that goes out, which everybody receives and subscribes to. Michael, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you taking the time out to come up here. And I've been thinking about and have Michael's name on the back of my mind when we've been doing this series for a long time to make sure I have to have him come on. I'm not doing these guys justice unless you're on this. So I appreciate you taking that time. So for those that don't know Michael, means you're probably not in the investment world. So I'm going to give you some information on him. So Michael's team and Michael have been absolute killers in the investment world for a long time. Go on the MLS, look them up, and you will find Michael Cohen, Michael Cohen, Michael Cohen. Their name is everywhere. I have here the statistics. So last year, Michael did roughly 300 transactions in the Philadelphia city, roughly 285 coming into this year. Am I saying that right? 2012, top team in Pennsylvania for commercial transactions, ranked number 142 and highest volume team in units in the United States. And 2015, ranked number 121 in the USA for the highest volume team in units. You've done a few deals, is what I'm taking out. So you've done a few deals.
Yes, we have.
So Michael is one of those fantastic guys that if you are in the investment world, you have to call him, know him. But really today I wanted to pick Michael's brain because Michael's been through several cycles of real estate, and that's really important to me as a lender, and I believe for anybody else. It's always easy to make money in an up market. It's hard to make money when the market's against you, right? So let's go back to 2008 and talk to me. What did you guys do during 2008 in your brokerage, in your business, and how did you adapt to that, survive, and then learn to thrive through 2008 until now?
Yeah, it was a very difficult time, 2008, 2009. 2010 and 11 started to turn some corners. I mean, we're definitely on a good upswing, and the marketplace is it's getting expensive to buy real estate now, but I still think we've got 2 or 3 good more years left before it flattens out. Obviously, interest rates have gone up a little bit, and it's very tight to get inventory. I mean, even homeowners are having a hard time finding a house, but I can find them. I mean, people call me. I have inventory. I have inventory from the sheriff's sale. I have inventory from banks. I have private people. I have estate properties. So I do have inventory, and I absolutely positively can help you find a deal. And if you've got a little bit of money, we can find you a less expensive deal. If you have more money, we'll either you can partner up. You can borrow hard money. You can tap some equity into your home. But now's a good time to buy. It's a great time to buy because I think the prices are going to continue to go up.
Yeah, and you look at it. I would say we're closer to a top than a bottom, but I'm still doing a lot of business. You're still doing a lot of business. You don't stop doing business. You have to adjust maybe your business model. Do you think there's anything in the current marketplace that you're finding, you might be doing a little differently than 2010 or things that you're trying to, because we just talked about nobody can actually predict where the market's going to go, right? Nobody really knows, but there's some indications as to where we're headed. Is there anything that you believe that you're changing in your business model or seeing that you feel is good moving forward to adjust or adapt when you do deals? Obviously, we're still moving up, but what are you guys doing maybe different than you were doing in 2009 or 2008?
We have to bring everybody into check and remember that we all lived through 2008 when the banks failed and we thought there was doom and gloom and the stock market crashed. So we still have to remember that really hurt, and that hurt everybody. And moving forward, I think we just have to be very cautious. And, be cautious. Make sure you think out what you're going to do. We don't really know that the market is going to continue to rise, but it's still going to continue to rise, and it may flatten out a little bit, and it may start up again. I mean, it's just like the stock market. We just can't predict the lows and the highs. What we have to do is make very intelligent decisions in investing. And that's why you need good people behind you, a good CPA, a good attorney, a good banker, a good real estate agent will help you guide you through the transaction.
I think it's a really good point that Michael brings up is that so having the right people around you is really important in the event that the market slows down and cools off, more so than on the way up, right? And so when you come to guys like you, and I very specifically told you before this, and it's a very honest answer on camera, that I sought out people that have been through multiple real estate cycles because you can't teach experience, right? But you can try as everything you can to learn from it. I myself have been through one cycle. You've been through more than I have. So you've seen the up and the down. So I agree that you should align yourself with people that I probably, there's nothing wrong with aligning yourself with somebody that's new in the business. But more importantly, you want to have key players that make important decisions, I feel, in whether it's your acquisitions for you guys or partnering on deals, you've got to have a few guys that have been around this game for quite some time. Because you don't know what you don't know, right? So I trust that you do know maybe what I don't know in the event that you're an expert in your field. So it's very important to me. I don't know if you find that important with the contacts you made over the years.
Absolutely.
So if I'm a new investor, Mike, what would be some advice you'd give me? Give me some advice as a new investor. You've seen so much of it.
Yeah, I mean, as a new investor, I mean, real estate, it's a hands-on environment. You've got to be able to get out there and get dirty. You might have to look at 30 houses, and we'll show you 30 houses if that's what it takes. Do you find the property that's really going to work for you? You need to know your neighborhoods. You need to know your research. But we'll help you do that. We'll help you do comps for you and open doors and get you to the property that you want. But my advice is do your homework, do your research. The internet gives you everything you possibly could use. Get a good contractor. And in the beginning, I mean, just don't buy something as is. You want to make sure you take a look at it. Look at the structure of the property. Make sure the title is good. You need a good title company as well. So it's a blend of everything. There's a lot of moving parts in this business, and you really need to do your homework and understand what you're doing.
Do you have anything that you would say don't do, like any don'ts for new investors? Anything that's like a red flag that you might tell people to steer away from?
I would, yeah. I would stay away from the sheriff sale and the tax sale because it's very risky. It's very speculative, and you really need to know what you're doing. Unless you've got to be willing to take a loss. So I would stay away from something that you can't really touch. You need to be able to buy something that you can look at, think about, get inside. Make sure it's something that it's not going to be in such terrible condition that you're going to lose your money. And then people that lose their money on the first deal, they don't come back to real estate.
That's what I always tell people. It benefits me, benefits you for people to succeed in deals because you're going to do more deals. You do one bad deal and you're out of the game. And I guess people are drawn in because when you're in the business and you hear the word foreclosure, you assume I want to go to the sheriff's sale and buy, right? And that's what everybody thinks when they get in. That's where I should go buy. But the reality is exactly what you just said. When anybody ever asks me where do I get deals from, they go, I want to go to the sheriff's sale. I'm like, those are the big boys. Those are the professionals, and it's cutthroat. And for very similar reasons you just said. You're taking a house over that you've never been inside. Do you know the construction numbers? Do you know what to expect? Do you know how to do an ejectment? Your first deal ever? Answer is probably no. So I usually actually recommend to people investor-friendly realtors, and Michael's a perfect example of it. Like there's a few in the city, and Michael's a fantastic one. These guys move a lot of property. You're going to get them at the same prices, is what I tell people. Just because it's a foreclosure doesn't mean you get it cheaper because you're going to have other professionals bidding up potentially against you that want that house. There's no difference. The lead source is a lead source. So go to Michael and go to your investor-friendly realtors that then will be able to take you into a house and have a little bit more background on it. And they've done deals, and they can guide you a bit in the right direction as opposed to a sheriff sale. Just raise your hand, put your 10% down, and we'll see you. So really good advice from Michael. And I would like to, Michael, if I'm a new agent, experienced agent, investor, whatever it is, how do I contact you?
Yeah, I mean, you can go to my website, which is www.phillyreo.com. Call me on my cell phone directly at 610-331-7213. I answer my phone till 9 p.m.
Perfect. So phillyreo.com. That is a good domain name. So Michael got that one. That's a good piece of marketing right there. 610-331-7213. Is that the number you gave?
Yes.
Perfect. And that's Michael's direct contact. As you guys know, I'm Ian Walsh at Hard Money Bankers. Ian at hardmoneybankers.com. Email me at any time. I'm extremely responsive. So I appreciate Michael. I really appreciate you coming out today.
Absolutely.
And
anytime. Thank you.
You got it.